It is January 2004. At the North American International Auto Show in Detroit, Chrysler shocked the automotive world by unveiling a mid-engine supercar concept that looked like it should have come from Maranello or Stuttgart, not Auburn Hills, Michigan. It was the Chrysler ME Four-Twelve, a machine that promised extreme performance and served as a bold statement of intent about Chrysler's engineering capabilities. The name told you what the car was meant to be. ME stood for mid-engine, 4 referred to 4 turbochargers, and 12 indicated a 12-cylinder V12 engine. From the very name, Chrysler made it clear this was an ambitious project, not merely a design exercise. Chrysler did not build the ME Four-Twelve just to create a spectacle. The company was aiming for a halo car, a vehicle meant to elevate the brand's image by showcasing what it could do, technically and creatively, even if the car itself never sold in volume. In an era when European supercar makers were defining the limits of performance, Chrysler wanted to prove it possessed comparable engineering talent. At the time, Chrysler was part of Daimler Chrysler. This gave the company access to high-end resources from Mercedes-Benz, but also put it in a position where it needed to demonstrate its own value. A flagship supercar was one way to prove it belonged in the same conversation as its German parent. Unlike many concept cars, the ME Four-Twelve was designed with serious engineering behind it. Chrysler executives hinted that if the reception was strong enough, the car could be developed for production in limited numbers. At its heart was a 6-liter V12 engine, originally developed by Mercedes-AMG and heavily modified by Chrysler's engineers to handle 4 turbochargers. Chrysler claimed this engine produced around 850 horsepower and 850 pound-feet of torque, numbers that were groundbreaking in 2004. To keep weight down, the ME Four-Twelve used a carbon fiber and aluminum honeycomb chassis. The car weighed just around 2,880 pounds, or 1,310 kilograms. That meant its power-to-weight ratio was among the best in the world. Chrysler estimated that the ME Four-Twelve could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 2.9 seconds, hit 100 miles per hour in 6.2 seconds, and reach a theoretical top speed of 248 miles per hour. The car featured a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission developed by Ricardo, capable of shifting in just 200 milliseconds. That was racing-level responsiveness at the time. The suspension used double wishbones with adjustable dampers, and it came equipped with carbon ceramic brakes. Active aerodynamics, including a movable rear wing, were designed to help keep the car stable at high speeds. This wasn't just a theoretical car either. Chrysler's SRT team built and tested a functioning prototype, which was driven on real tracks like Laguna Seca. Reports say the car handled like a true hypercar, with blistering performance and balance. Chrysler's biggest challenge was cost. Industry analysts and insiders suggested that if the ME Four-Twelve had gone into production, it would have required a price tag of up to $750,000 just to break even. At that level, Chrysler would be entering a market dominated by European supercar makers like Ferrari, Porsche, and Lamborghini. For a brand known for family vehicles, it was a hard sell. There was also internal resistance. Mercedes-Benz reportedly saw the ME Four-Twelve as a potential threat to its own supercars, particularly the Mercedes-McLaren SLR. With both companies under the Daimler-Chrysler umbrella, Chrysler's project was not just competing in the market, it was stepping on internal toes. Ultimately, Chrysler couldn't make the business case. Even if the car had been perfect on paper, the cost, internal politics, and market hesitation meant it was never going to make it to production. By early 2005, the project was shelved. Even though it never reached production, the ME Four-Twelve became one of the most famous, and now mostly forgotten, what-if stories in American car history. It proved that Chrysler engineers could build a car capable of challenging Europe's best. Today, The working prototype is believed to be in storage or held by Chrysler, rarely seen by the public. But its reputation lives on among enthusiasts as a symbol of what American engineering could achieve when given the freedom to dream big.